Hello, tonight we invite you to step into a world shaped by sun, stone, and spirit, a world where life and death were bound by sacred rhythm. You've likely heard of human sacrifice in the Aztec Empire, often framed with horror, misunderstanding, or myth. But what did it truly mean to those who lived it? To the Aztecs, sacrifice wasn't an act of cruelty, it was devotion, a sacred exchange with the gods to keep the universe in motion, to bring the rain, feed the soil, and make the sun rise again. And yet, behind the beauty of ritual lay the weight of inequality, power, and politics. The stories of those chosen, often captives from rival cities, caught in the tide of empire, are more human and more haunting than legend admits. So let your breath slow. We're not here to judge, but to understand. Gently and with care, let's begin. In the highlands of ancient Mesoamerica, life began not in comfort, but in challenge. Those who would one day become sacrificial victims were often born into modest homes, far from the center of imperial power. Many came from rival states such as Tlaxcala, independent peoples who resisted Aztec dominance, and who frequently found themselves caught in ritualized conflicts known as flower wars. These battles were not waged to conquer territory, but to capture living prisoners destined for sacrifice. From a young age, boys in these societies were hardened by necessity. Water had to be carried from faraway springs. Food was simple and scarce: tortillas, beans, bitter greens. Days were spent laboring under a hot sun, gathering firewood, planting maize, grinding grain. The land could be harsh, the body expendable. Training as a warrior began early and was relentless. It involved pain, endurance, and discipline. Boys were often subjected to physical trials, holding their arms outstretched for hours, running barefoot across thorn-covered ground, not merely to build strength, but to teach submission to higher needs: family, gods, the state. Vulnerability was discouraged. Public emotion was dangerous. Socially, these young warriors lived in a liminal space. To their communities, they were symbols of courage and potential. To the Aztecs, they were desirable captives, strong, unblemished, spiritually valuable. Being captured did not mean disgrace. In fact, it often meant becoming part of a greater ritual purpose. And yet, beneath the surface of these roles lay tension, pride entangled with fear, honor mingled with powerlessness. Human sacrifice, especially in Aztec tradition, was not considered cruel in the way we might perceive it today. It was sacred, necessary. The belief was that the gods had sacrificed themselves to create the world, and in return, humans must offer blood to maintain it. Captured warriors were seen as noble participants in this cycle, vessels through which cosmic order was preserved. But for the individual, the reality was complex. They carried the burden of myth, but lived with hunger, pain, and uncertainty. Many were teenagers, not gods, not symbols, just boys whose fates were chosen for them. Tonight, we step gently into their world to witness the struggle, the silence, and the strange kind of strength it took to be given body and spirit to the gods. Let's begin. Born of smoke and stars, the night you were born, the moon was a silver shell cracked wide against the dark. Smoke drifted from the hearth as your mother cried out, her voice a ribbon of sound knotted with pain and prayer. Around her, women murmured to Cihuacotl, goddess of childbirth, their hands pressing hot stones into damp cloths, their brows glistening like dew on cactus spines. The room was warm with breath and burning copal. The air smelled of life, sharp and sacred. You arrived quietly, not a wail, not a cry, only the soft, curious blink of a soul entering the world. They named you Coyotzin, Little Coyote, because a howl had echoed in the hills that dawn, and someone said that meant strength, or cleverness, or both. You do not remember it, of course, but you feel it sometimes deep in the marrow of your spine when the wind bends strange through the trees. You are not made of stone or blood or fire. You are made of twilight things: memory, bone, breath. Even as a child, you were never far from the gods. On your 4th day of life, your umbilical cord was buried beneath the hearthstone, and your heart was offered metaphorically in songs that praised the balance of life and death. When you turned 2, they placed a tiny wooden sword in your hand. A toy, they said, but it was not for play, it was for learning, and your small muscles would remember the weight. At 5, you were taken to the temples, where you watched flowers burning in clay bowls and blood dripping into the earth like rain. It was not frightening then, it was beautiful, sacred. The gods were hungry, and hunger was holy. The priests told you that the sun moved only because it was fed, not with food, but with hearts, that your people were chosen to help the world continue turning, that you were part of this rhythm. This exchange, you nodded then, you always nodded, and still, somewhere in the back of your young mind, a quiet question curled like smoke. But what happens to the one whose heart is taken? By 7, you no longer asked. You were a Tlaxcalan boy, a future warrior. The world was made of edges, obsidian blades, jaguar fangs, thorny vines. Your body became hard with training. You rose before the sun, learned to run with a torch and never let the flame go out. You held your breath underwater until your lungs burned. You stood in cold rivers until your skin was blue. Pain was a teacher, silence was a skill, and sacrifice was glory. You watched the older boys as they passed into manhood. You saw them sharpen their blades, weave their headdresses, tattoo their chests. You saw pride in their eyes as they walked toward the battlefield, chanting softly to themselves like wind rustling in reeds. And you saw what came after too, the parade of captured warriors, the music, the feathers, the smiling priests. You remember one boy in particular, Matlul. His name meant deep green, like the moss that grows in shadowed places. He was 15, you were 12. You had shared stories, stolen fruit, laughed in the river. Then one summer he was gone, and when you asked, they pointed to the temple and said he was worthy. You nodded again. What else could you do? The truth is, even when the sun is warm and the breeze is gentle, you cannot escape the quiet weight of destiny pressing against your skin. It is always there, like the hush before a drumbeat, like a bird's shadow passing over your face. And yet there is beauty too. You remember the hills outside your village, soft, green, endless. You remember the scent of maize roasting, the tang of lime and salt on your tongue. You remember old women spinning stories beside the fire, their fingers moving like spiders over thread. You remember dancing, your feet bare on packed earth, your voice lifted in songs that swirled into the night like birds taking flight. You remember love, gentle, clumsy, new, a glance beneath the fig trees, a hand brushing yours at the water's edge, a necklace of painted seeds exchanged without a word. And you remember fear too, not as a scream or a shiver, but as a silence, a knowing. When the scouts returned that morning, carrying news of an upcoming Sokiotl, a flowery war, your stomach twisted, not from dread, not exactly, but from something older, something deeper, the feeling that your life, once a wide plain, had begun to narrow into a path lined with petals and blades. They called it a flower war. But the flowers were warriors, and the petals, blood. You volunteered, not because you were brave, not because you believed in the gods more than the others, but because you were tired of waiting for the drum beat. You wanted to move, to meet your fate with open eyes. And so you stepped forward the way your father had, the way his father had before him. Your mother wept. She whispered prayers into your hair as she tied your sash. She pressed a turquoise bead into your palm and closed your fingers over it. For protection, she said, though you both knew it was only stone. Your father looked at you once, long, quiet, proud, then turned away. And the next day you marched. You walked through the valley under a sky bruised with clouds. You felt the dust beneath your sandals, the heat on your neck. You heard the cries of hawks, the laughter of the young, the murmur of elders. You carried your spear like a promise, your shield like a question, and you did not look back. You felt the earth breathing beneath you. You felt alive. Even then, even knowing what could come, there was joy. There always is, at the beginning of a story. The war of flowers, the morning of battle smells like warm stone and blooming marigold. You wake before the light fully touches the hills, your body curled in the hush of early air. Around you, others stir, warriors like yourself, some older, some younger, all cloaked in silence. The camp is not loud, it does not rage, it breathes. Like the chest of a great animal, rising and falling. You rise and dress in ritual. Your skin is painted with ochre and charcoal. Your cheeks bear the red streaks of hummingbird blood. A priest ties your hair with magui fiber and touches your brow with ash. Let your heart be calm. He whispers as if calmness were something that could be summoned, like rain or fire. You breathe in slowly. The sky above you is pale blue, with edges of gold brushing the east. Birds flit through the trees, unaware of the sacred violence that will soon stain the grass. Insects hum as they always have, indifferent to ceremony. This is not conquest. It is not revenge. The Xochitlal is different. It is not war in the way others imagine war. It is a harvest. And you are the hand that reaches. You march with your brothers, your friends, your rivals, feet crunching dry leaves, obsidian blades tapping softly against hips. The path winds through forests of cedar and pine, then opens into a wide clearing, flat and quiet, where another group waits. The Aztecs. They are taller than you imagine. Their headdresses shimmer with the green of Quetzal feathers, their tunics thick with symbols, suns, jaguars, serpents. They carry themselves like kings, though many are no older than you. You try not to look at their eyes, but when you do, you find them looking back, calm, focused, not cruel, not warm. Across the field, a flute begins to play, not mournful, not joyous, just present, the way rivers are present, the way wind is. This is the music of Balumps. A conch shell sounds, and the field erupts, but not with screams or blood, not at first. The two lines surge forward in bursts, like dancers taking positions. This is a battle, yes, but one designed for rhythm, for beauty, for capture. You are not here to kill. You are here to meet, to test, to trap. Your breath comes quickly and evenly. Your feet remember their lessons. You duck, twist, thrust, withdraw. Your heart beats against your ribs like a drum, steady and wild. The world narrows to movement. Feathers, faces, blades flashing in the sun. You do not think, you react. Time blurs. You don't know how long you've been fighting when it happens. A stumble, a slip, a hand at your wrist. You twist, but not in time. The rope snaps around your arms. A weight slams into your chest. You're on the ground, and someone is kneeling on your legs. A young man leans over you. His eyes are dark, unreadable. He does not grin. He does not gloat, he only nods once, then binds your hands tightly behind your back. You've been taken. You are not killed, you are claimed. The walk is longer this time, southward, past lands your ancestors once raided, past hills with names you do not know. You travel mostly in silence, save for the songs of your captors, soft chants, ancient and sweet, sung as they walk. They do not mock you. They treat you like a rare flower, tied gently but firmly, protected from harm, but watched always. Sometimes one of them, the one who captured you, shares a small piece of fruit or bread. You chew it without looking at him. You do not speak. What would you say? You are marched through villages of white, stucco houses and stepped pyramids. People look at you with something strange in their eyes. Admiration, perhaps. Or mourning. Children toss flowers at your feet. An old woman murmurs a blessing. You feel their gazes like rain on your skin. You have become part of something larger, a procession, a symbol. You enter Tenochtitlan at dusk. The city rises from water like a stone lotus. Canals glimmer in fading sun. Painted walls shimmer with color and heat. Smoke trails upward from thousands of hearths. You smell maize, fish, flowers, ash. But most of all, you feel watched. Thousands of eyes from rooftops, from walkways, from temples. They gaze not with cruelty, but with reverence. You are not a prisoner. You are a gift. A flute plays again, this time closer. You are led through the streets with flowers tucked into your bindings, your feet bare against the warm stone. You pass murals of gods devouring suns, of serpents shedding gold, of hearts alight with fire. You see the Templo Mayor rising above it all, vast and ancient, its steps steep and waiting. There is no hatred in the city, only hunger. You sleep in a chamber that smells of salt and feathers. The walls are carved with jaguars and stars. A bowl of food is left for you, along with water and a single red flower. The room is cool, the mat clean. You do not try to escape. Escape is not part of this story. You lie awake, tracing the ceiling with your eyes, your hands still bound loosely in front of you. The sky outside your small window glows with firelight and stars. You think of your mother's voice humming lullabies beside the fire. You think of Matlo, your friend. You think of the hummingbird painted on your shield, now gone. You think, strangely, not of dying, but of being seen, of being known. And then, eventually, you sleep, and your dreams are strange. You walk through fields of marigold taller than your head. You see gods with the faces of animals watching you from the edge of the world. You feel your heart beating like a drum in the hands of time. And when you look down at your chest, you see a single flower blooming from your ribs, blood, red, open, unafraid. You do not wake with fear, you wake with stillness. Tomorrow is the day. The temple steps you wake before the sun touches the city, when the canals still lie in shadow and the stars, faint now, refuse to go. There is a coolness in the room, the kind that whispers against your skin like the memory of breath. You lie still for a while, listening to the hush. The silence before dawn is different here, not the silence of emptiness, but of ceremony, of waiting. You are not alone. A young boy enters barefoot, bearing a small clay bowl. His eyes stay low, respectful, almost reverent. He places the bowl beside you without a word. Steam rises from it, scented water, gently sweet with crushed herbs, copal basil, maybe a hint of wild cacao blossom. The boy places a folded cloth beside it and quietly slips away like a leaf caught in a breeze. You sit up slowly. The mat beneath you is woven from reeds, softened with age. You dip your fingers into the bowl and bathe your face, your neck, your arms. The water is warm, not hot, not cold, just warm enough to remind you that you're still here, still in this body, still inside this moment. Someone else enters now, an older woman this time. She brings a white garment, simple and finely woven. It smells of river stones and sun. She helps you into it with practiced hands, not rushing, not hesitating. Her touch is light, respectful. She paints your face with yellow and black, a sunbeam above each brow, a single vertical stripe down your chin. She braids your hair with a red ribbon. You do not speak, neither does she. When she finishes, she presses a red bead into your palm, round, smooth, worn by many fingers before yours. For strength, she murmurs, voice barely a breath. You nod. Your throat does not trust itself with sound. The doorway opens. Outside, the air is pale and soft, touched with the blue hush of morning. Two warriors stand waiting. They do not bind your hands. You are not a prisoner. You are a guest. A vessel. A gift. You walk between them through the city. The streets are empty at first. Just the sound of water lapping gently in the canals, birds ruffling their feathers atop stone arches, a breeze that smells of maize gruel and wood smoke and distant flowers. Tenochtitlan in the morning is a quiet wonder, not yet bursting with life, but gently breathing it in. Soon, the people begin to appear. They line the edges of the walkway, men, women, children, priests. Some carry garlands of flowers, others sprinkle petals on the path before you. No one speaks. Their eyes follow you with a strange gentleness, something between sorrow and awe. You feel it settle into your skin like morning dew. You are not just seen, you are witnessed. The drums begin. Far off, at first, a soft, slow beat, boom, boom, boom. Steady as a heartbeat, not frantic, not foreboding, just a present, a pulse beneath the city's skin. A reminder, you follow it. The temple rises before you, immense and calm against the morning light, the Templo Mayor. Twin temples atop a stepped pyramid, their peaks catching the first gold of the sun. You've seen it from a distance before, but now, as you stand at its base, you feel its breath, its weight, its waiting. You begin to climb. The steps are wide and steep, carved long ago by hands like yours, each one a moment in history, each one a name lost to the wind. You step barefoot on the warm stone, the rhythm of the drum guiding your pace. You do not hurry, you do not falter. Halfway up, you pause, aloud, perhaps, or simply move to do so. You turn and look behind you. The city spreads below like a woven tapestry of light and life. Canals sparkle like veins. Smoke rises in delicate curls. Flowers bloom on rooftops, in courtyards, in the arms of silent watchers. The sun has risen now, casting a gentle flame over all. It is, you think, breathtaking. And then you turn again, climb. The top platform is silent save for the wind. Two priests stand there, their robes fluttering like wings. One wears a collar of jade, the other of obsidian. Their faces are calm, unreadable. Between them, a third figure waits by the altar. The high priest, you think, though titles feel small up here. He wears a headdress of Quetzal feathers, so green it hurts to look at. His face is painted half black, half gold. He lifts a hand, not to command, but to invite. You step forward. The altar is smooth stone, darkened with time, not stained, exactly, Mora remembered. It is cold beneath your fingers as you rest your hands upon it. You lie down slowly, not forced, not pulled. You know the shape your body must take. You've seen it 1,000 times in murals and dreams. The wind passes over you. It smells of salt and smoke, of endings and beginnings. The priest begins to speak. He chants not to you, but through you, his voice rising like a tide, naming the gods, the sun, the earth, your captor, your lineage, your name. He thanks you. He honors you. He lifts your name to the heavens as if it were a flame. You close your eyes. The drum slows. Your heartbeat slows with it. You feel a warm hand on your chest, gentle, firm, seeking. You feel the sunlight on your face. You feel the stone beneath your back. You feel yourself loosening, not in fear, in surrender. And then stillness. Not a scream, not a strike, just a breath, and then the blade. After the offering you are floating, not up, not down, not toward the heavens nor into the soil, just in between, a breath between moments, a flicker between two flames. There is no pain, there is no fear. You have passed through the blade as through a doorway, and the world, the one with color and shape and sound, feels far away, like a shoreline slowly disappearing behind you. You are not alone. There are voices here, not loud, not clear like the hush of many people praying all at once or reeds whispering in the current. You do not understand them, but you feel them. Warm, familiar, like lullabies in a language you used to know. You drift. Around you, the air feels heavy, not like a burden, but like sleep, a rich weight. It smells of crushed flowers, of rain on dust, of burning sweetness, copal, still, always. You remember that scent from your very first breath. Now, it carries you past your last, and yet something remains, not a body. That has already begun its own journey, but something deeper, something softer, memory. You see your mother's face, not in detail, but in feeling. The warmth of her cheek as she bent over you in sleep, the sound of her stirring at dawn, the hush of her voice as she told you stories about the stars, how they were not holes in the sky, but glowing ancestors keeping watch. You remember her hands, always working, always gentle. You feel the sun on your skin again, a child's sun, the kind that lives above rivers and games and open fields. You are barefoot in tall grass. You are laughing with someone. Matlow, yes, chasing dragonflies until your lungs give out and you fall into the earth grinning. You drift further. Now you see the boy who captured you. His eyes steady, his hands careful. He did not hate you. He did not mock you. He tied the knots with reverence. He placed the fruit in your hand without speaking. You realize now, he offered you because you were worthy, because you mattered. To be chosen was not punishment. It was ceremony, but still something tugs at you, gently, persistently, like the edge of a dream not ready to dissolve. You begin to fall. Not far, not fast, like a leaf, like a feather loosed from a robe. You are looking down now, not with eyes, but with something else, something wider. Below, you see the steps of the temple. Your body lies there, arms open, chest empty. The priests move with grace. One gathers blood in a golden bowl, lifts it toward the sky. Another drapes flowers across your limbs, marigolds, bright and soft, curling at the edges in the heat. Your body is not just flesh now, it is symbol, bridge, language. You watch as they carry it, carefully, reverently, down the temple steps. The people sing not weeping songs, not songs of mourning, songs of gratitude, of awe, of balance. And you follow, you move with them unseen, a whisper between shadows, through narrow streets, past open windows and drying maize, past silent watchers and open hands. They bring your body to a courtyard shaded by wide palms and red clay walls. There, you are washed with river water, your face repainted, your hair combed back. You are dressed in fine cloth, blue and white. The bowl of your heart's blood rests beside your feet, steaming still in the soft morning. An elder enters. He kneels beside you, places his palm over your eyes. You have fed the world, he says, voice low and weathered. No, let the world feed from you. And then, the feast. It is not savage. It is not cruel. It is slow, quiet, and sacred. Small pieces are taken by the nobles. The heart's casing, the thigh's flesh, the tongue. Each bite is a blessing, not a hunger. They do not gorge. They do not cheer. They chew slowly, heads bowed, eyes closed. They believe, truly, that your strength will become theirs, that your sacrifice fills their bodies with the sun's courage. The rain's patience, the jaguar's grace. You are not horrified, you are distant, watching through fog. Not angry, not afraid, just curious. So this too is part of the cycle. So this too has purpose. Later, your bones are cleaned and buried in a garden near the temple. Flowers are planted above you. A stone is carved with your name, your birthplace, the name of the god to whom you were offered. There will be songs about you, not many, not forever, but for a while, and perhaps that is enough. You drift still. Sometimes you follow the footsteps of those who remember you. Your mother bent in mourning, humming the song she used to sing when you were small. Your father carving your name into a piece of wood and hiding it near the riverbank. The girl who once touched your hand beneath the fig trees. She brings red flowers to the temple every year and leaves them quietly at dawn. You do not speak to them. You do not visit often, but you are there, a brush of wind, a flicker in the flame, a warm silence where once there was sorrow, and slowly you begin to feel something else. Not detachment, not grief, but peace. The gods are not what you expected, not creatures of thunder and fire waiting with hungry hands. They are softer here, they are part of everything. The soil, the sun, the small green shoot that rises through the cracks in the stone. They do not speak in words, they speak in breath, in stillness, in the warmth that grows in your chest, even now, even without a heart. You realize you are not gone, not really. You are the drumbeat in someone's ritual. You are the warmth in a child's bowl of morning gruel. You are the soft hum of wind through the temple stones. You have become the offering, and you are still being given. Echoes in the rain time has no edge here. It does not pass, it flows. Like water, like breath, like a song without a beginning. You do not mark the days. There are no suns to rise and fall, no moons to wax and wither. And yet you begin to notice patterns, soft repetitions. Like the way sorrow rises in a mother's chest at dusk, the way memory lingers near altars when candles are lit, the way rain seems to fall more gently when someone whispers your name. You have become a presence, not a ghost, not a spirit in the way stories once told, but something quieter, a hush, a pulse, a layer of meaning beneath the world's surface. People do not see you, not exactly, but they feel you in dreams, in silence, in the warmth of stillness. Sometimes you walk through your village again, the same paths, the same hills now dusted with time. Your mother is older now. Her hair, once dark and wild, has turned silver and soft. Her back curls forward like a vine seeking light, but her hands are still strong. She lights the fire each morning, sweeps the floor, arranges flowers at your small shrine. She still hums the song she used to sing when she carried you on her hip. It has no words, it doesn't need them. Your father does not speak your name aloud. But when he sharpens his blade, he sometimes pauses and presses his fingers to the turquoise bead that hangs from a leather string at his neck, the one you left behind. His eyes do not weep, but his silence does. You visit them gently, like dew. You sit beside them as they sleep. You follow their steps into the market, into the forest, to the edge of the river where they once taught you to swim. You do not change their lives. You are not here to haunt or heal, only to witness, only to remain. And sometimes you are remembered by others too, by the priest who led the ceremony. You watch him now as he sits by the temple's edge, alone. His hands no longer steady, his eyes clouded with time, but he still sings the old chants softly just beneath his breath. When he speaks your name, he does so with a bow of the head, with a hand placed over his chest. A small thank you carried into the dusk. You see the boy who captured you. He is older now, his face sharper, lined with choice and consequence. He has taken captives of his own, and he has let others go. You follow him once as he walks alone into the forest, far from the city, where the trees grow thick and the air holds the breath of the ancestors. He kneels there, pressing his hand to the ground, and speaks. I remember you. Just that, just once, but it rings like a bell in your chest. You drift away in the wind, the world changes, you feel it in ripples. The rains come later now, the sun burns hotter, the gods feel farther from the people. Or perhaps it is the people who have moved farther from the gods. Fewer offerings are made, fewer prayers whispered. The old songs are still sung, but more softly, more out of habit than reverence. You do not mind. Change is not a betrayal. It is a tide. Even still, there are moments when the old ways rise. In the hush of a solar eclipse, when people gather in fear and awe, in the flicker of candlelight during a storm, in the careful weaving of a red sash for a newborn child, you are there in those moments, present, felt. One night it begins to rain, gently at first, then with a growing voice. Not a storm, but a long, slow weeping from the sky. You drift through it, through the temple courtyards where water gathers in stone bowls, through village rooftops where the sound of rain is like the fingers of the gods drumming softly on clay. You find her again, the girl who once touched your hand beneath the fig tree. She is a woman now, her face fuller, her gaze deeper. She has a child, a small boy who runs barefoot through the puddles, laughing, dark hair plastered to his forehead. She watches him with a kind of love that steadies the air. At night, when the boy sleeps, she kneels beside her small altar, just a carved stone and 2 flowers, and she speaks. His name is Koyotsin, she says. So he'll be clever, so he'll be brave, like the one I once knew. You cannot weep, not in the way you once could, but something in you softens, opens. You drift down beside her and rest there, not touching, just near. She stays like that for a long while, listening to the rain, humming, and then softly she sleeps. You rise again. There is nowhere you must go, nowhere you must be. But you move through the world like warmth, like breath, like a question whispered into the wind. You visit the trees where you once played. You sit beside the young warriors who speak nervously before their first battle. You follow the chants sung by mothers in the dark, by elders at dawn, by children who do not yet know why they sing. You are not a god. You are not forgotten. You are the echo, the after, the rain that falls long after the storm is gone, the circle that holds the sun. You return one morning to the temple, not because you must, not because anything calls you, but because something quiet inside you longs to stand there again, at the place where the sky once opened, where your breath left your body not in fear, but in offering. The temple is older now. Its stones are cracked with time, softened by rain. Moss creeps in the crevices, birds nest in the corners. The drums have not sounded here for many seasons. No warriors climb the steps. No priests chant at dawn. The fire bowls are dry, and yet it is not abandoned, only resting. You drift to the summit, slow and steady, the way you once climbed with your heart thudding in your chest. The sky above is blue and kind. The city beyond is quieter than before, its edges softer, its rhythms changed. People move through it with other concerns now. Trade, harvest, children's laughter. The wars have quieted. The gods, it seems, have gone to sleep, but the sun still rises. The rain still falls. The world still turns, and you, too, are still here. You rest where once your body lay. The stone is still cool, still steady beneath you. You remember the breath you took just before the blade, the feeling of everything slowing, widening, deepening. You had thought that was an ending, but it was a door. It has taken you a long time to understand. You were not chosen to die. You were chosen to continue, not as a name carved in stone, not as flesh consumed, but as a memory, as a rhythm, as meaning. The gods were not waiting to devour you. They were waiting to receive you, to place you where you were needed, not above the world, but within it. You look at the city now. You see the boy named after you, Koyotsin, running through the market with a grin full of wind. He has your eyes, though he does not know it. He plays near the river, balancing stones in a circle, whispering stories to them as if they could listen. You follow him sometimes gently, just enough to keep him company when he dreams. Sometimes he dreams of animals, of coyotes who speak, of hummingbirds who glow, of jaguars made of fire. In those dreams he laughs, and when he wakes, the stories stay with him. Elsewhere your mother has passed. You knew when it happened. You felt her breath fade like an ember gone cold. She had lived long, loved deeply. She had whispered your name into the earth as she went. You were there when the wind came through the window, brushing her cheek like a kiss. You walked beside her for a while after, past the river, past the fields, into the quiet, and then you let her go. She is with the others now, with those who came before you. You do not see them often, but sometimes in the hush between storms, they return. You do not speak. You do not need to. You rest in the same silence, in the same warmth. A closeness without shape, like the circle that holds the sun. You understand now what the circle means. It is not a trap. It is not an end. It is the shape of continuation. Birth, life, offering, memory, birth again. Not always as a warrior, not always as a boy with wild eyes and dusty feet, but as something, as someone, in time. And when you return, as feather or flame or voice, you will carry within you all that you've been. The laughter by the river, the songs beside the fire, the hush of the temple steps at dawn. The moment the sun touched your cheek for the last time and your heart lifted into the sky like smoke, you rest on the temple's edge until the sun begins to sink, not with drama, but with dignity, as if even the sky has learned to bow, and below the people light their fires. The city hums again, not loudly, not frantically, but like a body settling into breath. A mother hums, a boy laughs. A prayer is whispered, not out of fear, but love. A flute plays, the world does not remember you in full, but it remembers enough. A name passed down, a flower left on a stone, a drumbeat that continues, even if no hand strikes the skin. You drift one last time over the hills, over the fields, over the sleeping rooftops of a city that no longer feeds its gods in blood, but still watches the sky with wonder, still lights candles, still teaches its children how to honor what came before. You settle in the quiet, you rest in the rhythm, and when the stars come out, one by one, they do not feel distant. They feel like family. You were a boy, you were a warrior, you were a gift. Now you are the hush between breaths, the silence that listens, the dream that lingers, and the circle turns once more. You were born into a world where the divine was never far, where gods rode the wind, slept in the soil, and fed on the pulse of human hearts. A world where every breath was a kind of offering, and every life, no matter how small, was folded into something larger, older, eternal. You did not choose this path. It was laid before you like woven reed, sunlit and narrow, but you walked it with open eyes. You bore the weight of expectation, of ceremony, of a culture that saw you not only as a person, but as a prayer in motion. From the moment your feet touched the training grounds, your body was shaped into discipline, your spirit taught to carry both blade and burden. You were crafted to serve, to resist, to endure. And though the hardship was fierce, the cold river mornings, the bruised hands, the constant watching, you carried it not with bitterness, but with quiet strength. Because deep down, you understood you were not just a boy preparing for war. You were a thread in a grand, trembling tapestry, one that held gods and mortals together in fragile balance. And when your time came, when you were captured, honored, led through silent streets and up the carved steps of stone, you met it not with terror, but with stillness, with wonder, with grace. Yours was not a death, but a transformation, a return. You gave your body to the gods, but your memory stayed behind. In chants, in footsteps, in whispered names, by candlelight, you became the echo in the temple's hollow, the hush in the evening wind, the warmth in a child's dream. Over time, the rituals faded, the altars changed, the drums grew silent, but still, your story did not vanish. It softened, it settled into the soil. You became not just a sacrifice, but a symbol of courage in the face of fate, of dignity in surrender, of connection between worlds often held apart. In life, you were a bridge between the living and the divine. In legacy, you became a bridge between past and future. You taught that strength can lie in silence. That worth is not always in surviving, but sometimes in the way we let go, with reverence, with love, with hope for those who come after. And now, as your presence rests gently across generations, in stories told beneath stars, in altars visited by quiet hands, you ask nothing more than to be remembered kindly, not as a victim, but as a voice, a gesture, a flame that once flickered brightly and briefly in service of the sun. And even now, long after the blade has cooled, that light remains. Welcome, beautiful soul. You are here, and that is enough. You are safe now. You are home. Find a comfortable position. Allow your body to relax deeply into your bed. Let the day drift away like clouds in a slow-moving sky. Close your eyes gently. Feel the air as it flows in and out of your body. Breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Inhale calm, exhale tension. Inhale peace, exhale worry. Let your body begin to melt into the softness of your blankets. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw relax. Let your hands unclench. Let your toes soften. You are here and you are safe. You are surrounded by peace. You are held in love. You are protected. There is nothing you need to do now, nothing to fix, nothing to chase, only this moment of stillness, of quiet, of becoming. Tonight, we plant the seeds of wealth, success, love, and deep respect. These seeds are taking root in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. As you drift into deep, healing sleep, these truths will bloom within you. They are already part of you. Let us begin. Wealth, I am aligned with the energy of wealth. You are aligned with the energy of wealth. I am open to receiving abundance in all forms. You are open to receiving abundance in every form. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to you easily and effortlessly. Wealth surrounds me. Abundance embraces you. I am a magnet for prosperity. You are a magnet for prosperity. I receive with gratitude. You receive with grace. My life is rich with opportunities. Your path is lined with golden possibilities. Every dollar I receive brings me closer to freedom. Every coin that comes to you is a step toward ease. I trust the flow of abundance. You trust the natural flow of all good things. With every breath, I attract wealth. With each breath, you become more abundant. Breathe in the energy of prosperity. Exhale doubt. Breathe in the golden light of abundance. Exhale fear. You are wealthy in mind, in spirit, in life. I am already abundant. I deserve to live in financial freedom. You deserve all the wealth life wants to give you. You are ready. You are open. You are worthy. With each breath, you relax deeper into the truth of who you are. The seeds of wealth are planted. Now, success begins to grow. Success, I am destined to achieve great things. You are made for greatness. I succeed in everything I choose to do. You are successful in every way. Everything I touch turns to success. Everything you focus on blossoms. I am focused, determined, and powerful. You are calm, capable, and wise. Success flows to me because I am ready. Success flows to you because you are aligned. I walk in purpose. You walk in power. Doors open for me. Doors open for you. My goals are clear and I achieve them. Your dreams are within reach. I trust the process of becoming. You trust your journey. I celebrate each step forward. You honor every victory, big or small. I am rising. You are shining. The world sees my brilliance. The world is inspired by your light. Success is who I am. You were born for this. You are becoming all you are meant to be. You are exactly where you need to be. Transition, breathe in, breathe out. Let go. Feel the glow of success warming your heart. Now let love surround you. Let love carry you. Love, I give and receive love freely. You are love and you are loved. I am surrounded by people who truly care. You are held in the arms of genuine love. Love is my natural state. Love flows effortlessly to and from you. I attract kind, loving, respectful relationships. You attract beautiful souls into your life. I am open to giving love. You are open to receiving love. I am worthy of deep, lasting connection. You are worthy of real, honest love. My heart is full. Your heart is radiant. I am deeply loved. You are deeply cherished. Love heals me. Love renews you. Love is all around me. Love is within you. I radiate compassion and understanding. You glow with empathy and warmth. I honor my heart. You trust your heart. Love is easy. Love is safe. Love is real. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are loved always. Let the warmth of love settle in your chest. Breathe it in. Let it root deep inside. You are grounded in love. Now let respect rise from within you. Respect, I honor myself deeply. You honor who you are. I speak kindly to myself. You treat yourself with dignity. I stand in my worth. You walk in quiet confidence. I radiate respect and receive it in return. You naturally earn the respect of others. My boundaries are sacred. Your boundaries are strong and clear. I am proud of who I am. You are proud of all you've become. I value myself. You are a person of value. Respect begins within. Respect surrounds you. I am seen. You are heard. You are understood. My presence is powerful. Your presence brings calm and strength. I carry myself with grace. You move through the world with quiet authority. I respect my time, my energy, my journey. Others reflect that respect back to you. I know my worth. You never forget your worth. Respect is not asked for. It is earned through truth, presence, and peace. You are that truth. You are that peace. Breathe in confidence. Breathe out doubt. You are whole. You are steady. You are enough. As the affirmations gently fade, allow yourself to drift even deeper into rest. You have done enough for today. You are enough just as you are. Everything is already working out for you. The universe is aligning in your favor. You are being guided. You are being protected. You are being loved. Let the stillness of sleep wrap around you like a soft blanket. Let your mind float. Let your body rest. Let your spirit restore. You are safe now. You are deeply loved. You are already whole. You are abundant. You are successful. You are loved. You are respected. You are enough. You are powerful. You are loved. Good night, beautiful soul. Rest now. Dream deeply and awaken renewed. I am worthy of wealth in all its beautiful forms. You are worthy of the riches life wants to offer you. My relationship with money is peaceful and empowering. You feel ease when you think about your finances. Wealth is not a dream. It is my reality. You are living in the frequency of abundance. I attract ideas that create prosperity. Your creativity brings you endless opportunities. I honor money, and it honors me back. You treat wealth as a sacred tool, not a burden. The more I give, the more I receive. As you share, abundance returns to you multiplied. I welcome miracles into my financial life. Miracles are finding you right now, in unexpected ways. Wealth is not just about money. It's about time, peace, and freedom. You are free to live, to rest, and to thrive. Every breath draws in more ease, more blessings, more flow. With each inhale, you expand. With each exhale, you receive. You are resting in the rhythm of abundance. You are sleeping in the arms of wealth. Let this truth settle deep. You are already rich. I no longer chase success. I embody it. Success lives inside you. It grows naturally. I am in harmony with my goals. You are aligned with your highest potential. Obstacles are stepping stones. Every challenge you've faced has made you wiser. I am the author of my story. You write your life in bold, beautiful strokes. I take inspired action with courage. Your choices are powerful. Your path is guided. The universe supports every step I take towards success. Even when it's quiet, the universe is cheering you on. I trust my timing. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. My success uplifts others. Your wins are blessings for everyone around you. I don't need to prove myself. Your presence speaks louder than effort. Success isn't pressure, it's peace. You don't chase it, you breathe it. You rest now knowing success is already yours. My heart is open, whole, and safe. Your heart is healing gently with every breath. Love finds me when I am still. Even in rest, love is moving toward you. I am surrounded by warm, supportive people. You draw in relationships that nurture and uplift you. I release past wounds and make space for new love. Old pain is dissolving, replaced by soft new beginnings. I attract love that honors my truth. You are loved for exactly who you are. I am lovable in every season of life. You are enough, without changing a thing. My soul recognizes real connection. Your spirit calls in only what is true and kind. I forgive those who hurt me. Forgiveness makes space for more love. I hold no fear of love, only gratitude. You trust the flow of affection, closeness, and care. Love is not something I search for. It flows through me. You radiate love in every word, every smile, every quiet moment. You deserve soft, steady, sacred love, and it is already on its way. I am deeply rooted in my self-worth. You carry yourself with silent power. I don't need to be loud to be heard. Your calm energy commands attention. I honor my voice and speak with confidence. Others listen because you believe in yourself. Respect begins with how I treat myself. You are setting the tone for how others treat you. My self-respect builds unshakable boundaries. Your space is sacred and you protect it gently. I release the need to please. You are not here to shrink or be small. I choose relationships where I am valued. You walk away from anything that dims your light. Respect flows from authenticity. You are most respected when you are most yourself. There is strength in my stillness. You don't need to prove anything. Every day, I show up as someone I admire. You become someone your younger self would be proud of. You are not just respected, you are deeply admired. Now, picture yourself walking through a field under a golden sky. Everything is quiet. Everything is gentle. The world is at peace. You feel the earth supporting you under your feet. The sun kisses your skin. The breeze whispers you are loved. In this moment, all things are possible. Repeat softly in your heart, I am open, I am ready, I am worthy, I am aligned with wealth, I am flowing in success, I am wrapped in love, I am honored and respected. There is no need to try, there is no need to reach, just rest. Let the affirmations carry you now. I am abundant, I am becoming, I am growing, I am evolving, I am receiving, I am safe, I am whole, I am loved. Let your body sink even deeper into rest. Let your breath slow, let your spirit stretch. You are cocooned in peace. You are not alone. You are never alone. All is unfolding. All is already on its way. You are the seed. You are the soil. You are the sun. You are the bloom. Rest now, beloved. In these last few moments of awareness, feel your entire being soften. There is no need to think, no need to plan, just drift. You are being guided, softly, gently, into the version of life you have always dreamed of. You are the dream, you are the answer, you are the gift. Everything you want is already within you. Everything you desire is already circling your field. Everything you need is already coming. Breathe in love, breathe out peace, breathe in trust, breathe out fear. Tonight is a turning point. A quiet, powerful shift into alignment. When you wake, you will carry this energy with you. But for now, sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Sleep knowing you are enough. Sleep knowing you are loved. Sleep knowing that you matter. Good night, soul of light. Good night, heart of gold. Good night, abundant one. You are safe. You are loved. Now let yourself drift even deeper. There is no urgency here, no pressure. Only breath, only being. You are gently sinking beneath the surface of the day, floating in calm waters of peace and restoration. With every breath, you release more. With every breath, you remember who you truly are. You are not broken. You are becoming. Let the following affirmations drift in like soft waves. You don't have to hold on to them. Just let them wash over you. I am not separate from abundance. I am abundance. You are not seeking wealth. You are living it. Everything I touch is infused with prosperity. Your energy turns ideas into gold. My wealth is spiritual, emotional, and material. You are full in heart, in mind, in life. Money honors me because I honor myself. You attract what respects you, and you respect wealth. I let go of scarcity. You release all stories of lack. I am a creator of value. You are a channel through which wealth flows freely. The universe always provides. You are deeply supported by life itself. You are rich in all ways that matter, and those riches grow with ease. I define success on my own terms. Your journey is your own, and it is unfolding perfectly. I rise with grace. You are lifted by your inner strength. My path is clear, even when I cannot see it. You trust the road beneath your feet. I celebrate how far I've come. You honor every version of yourself that brought you here. Success is not a destination. It is a state of being. You live it. You breathe it. Each breath, a choice to thrive. Each moment, an invitation to grow. I lead with purpose. You are driven by your own soul's compass. The world needs what only I can offer. Your gifts are needed. Your voice matters. I am love in human form. You are the embodiment of tenderness and connection. I allow love to enter gently, with no resistance. You are open. You are safe. Love is not a reward. It is your birthright. You do not have to earn love. You are already it. I let go of fear, shame, and doubt. You are no longer defined by past pain. I am worthy of lasting, nourishing love. You are held, not hurt, cared for, not used. Every part of me is lovable. You don't have to be perfect, just real. My love attracts peace. You bring harmony wherever you go. Love is not something you chase. It is something you rest in. I command respect through quiet confidence. You don't need to shout. You simply are. I walk with integrity and self-trust. Others follow your energy because it is real. Respect grows where truth is honored. You live in your truth effortlessly. I don't bend to please. You remain soft and strong, both at once. I am not afraid to take up space. You were never meant to shrink. Every part of me is worthy of dignity. Your existence is sacred. I respect my own needs, desires, and dreams. You live in alignment with your values. Others rise to meet the standard you set by being fully yourself. You are not only respected, you are revered. Now sink even deeper. You are not dreaming yet, but the dream is calling. Let these final truths wrap around you like a soft blanket of starlight. You are enough. You are divine. You are light. You are ready to receive. You are ready to rest. You are ready to remember who you've always been. Everything you are seeking is already seeking you. There is nothing to force, nothing to grasp. Just trust. The seeds are planted, the roots are growing. The bloom is inevitable. Your subconscious is alive with possibility. It is now reshaping your world gently, lovingly, powerfully. You are becoming more aligned with every breath, more magnetic, more whole. Picture yourself in a quiet forest. Tall trees surround you, ancient and wise. Their branches sway in rhythm with your breath. Above you, the sky glows with 1,000 stars. They blink just for you. The earth beneath you is soft, safe, and alive. It cradles your body like the arms of a mother. You lie back. You let go. You become one with the stillness. The moonlight bathes your skin. It whispers you are protected. You are eternal. You are at peace. This forest, this moment, this feeling, it is yours. Let the peace of the earth enter your bones. Let the stars tuck you in. Let sleep come. You don't need to remember any of this. Your soul remembers for you. You are healing. You are aligning. You are receiving right now. In this breath, in this stillness, sleep is taking you home. You are safe to drift. You are free to rest. There is no end, only deeper peace, only sweeter dreams. So sleep now, beautiful soul. Everything is already yours. Everything is already done. You are abundant. You are successful. You are loved. You are respected. And you are free. Good night. Sleep deeply.
you.